everyone, it's Josiah from Journeying with Josiah. Today I'm at Sharm el-Sheikh Airport on the Sinai Peninsula here in Egypt. This morning I'm going to be flying on board Azur Air Ukraine, a Ukrainian charter airline that operates flights out to Egypt and Turkey. I'll be flying their economy class on board their Boeing 767. Let's see what they're like. Sharm Airport has very strict security measures, so expect a little bit of chaos. This is definitely prevalent if you're flying out at 8 a.m. like I am, as there's my Azur flight to Kiev and various other charter flights packed with passengers. The aircraft taking me home to Kyiv today is this 29-year-old Boeing 767-300, which was originally delivered in 1999 to a now defunct French airline with a name I will not even try to pronounce. Azur Air has 334 seats in their Boeing 767s, and the economy class is in a 242 layout. A normal Boeing 767 has economy class in a 232 layout and almost 100 less seats, so I am expecting a pretty tight flight. Besides economy class, there are 2 rows of business class in the front of the plane with recliner seats. Today I'm sitting in seat 28H. Each seat has a small literature pocket, an audio port, and the audio control function here, a tray table, and you may have noticed this seat is different from my flight to Sharm. The legroom is much better on this flight, so I'm thankful for that. There's also a recline function. The recline itself is good. The seats are thickly padded and also made out of a comfortable material. In the literature pocket, I found a safety card and an air sickness bag. I do wish that they would put a buy on board menu here. This old plane still has its original overhead bins, which are quite small, so if it's a packed flight like mine, expect to have some space problems. The overhead panels are very retro and do not have air vents. Just like my Azur Air flight to Sharm el-Sheikh, this flight was rescheduled over and over again beforehand. If it weren't for the tour guides on the ground, I would have no clue when this flight was supposed to depart. Azur Air and Annett's Tour, the holiday company that owns the airline, were just really unorganized for my whole trip. For example, my family had requested a private van to get to the airport for this flight so that we would not have to wake up at the break of dawn to catch the provided one. Even though we made these arrangements with Annett's Tour staff, they still came banging on our hotel doors at 4 in the morning. So it was not a very good last impression of the company, to say the least.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome you aboard Azur Air Boeing 767 flying to Kiev. My name is el-Sheikh, I'm captain. In 5 minutes we will start our flight. Our flight takes 3 hours and 55 minutes at cruising altitude of 11,000 meters. We're expecting not bad weather en route, sometimes light turbulence. Weather destination, good temperature 9 degrees Celsius. I wish you a pleasant flight.
This morning my flight will be taking me 2,500 kilometers north to the capital of Ukraine over a 4-hour and 10-minute flight duration. Appeared right after takeoff to start serving passengers. The only thing given for free is this bottle of water, which is appreciated. Next came the very limited buy on board service, which consisted of some sandwiches, snacks, tea, coffee, soft drinks, and juices. Last flight I got a cup of tea for €2, but this flight I just decided not to spend the money. I think Azur Air Ukraine needs to expand their buy on board service to some more filling meals and even some hot meals. This is the model that was adopted by Ukraine International Airlines and SkyUp, and it's working very well for them. Unsurprisingly, this old plane doesn't have Wi-Fi or any entertainment, so make sure you bring your own. There's plenty of lavatories in the middle of the plane and in the back. I found this one to be clean and functional, but without any special amenities. The seats in this plane are comfortable enough for 4 hours, unlike the other plane that I took to Sharm. What's really lacking is storage space. I really wish there was a seat back pocket here, so I can't really say I recommend these seats. Like I said, there's no entertainment provided, including from these little old school audio ports, so don't expect to hear any music. Let's go over my thoughts on Azur Air Ukraine's Boeing 767 economy class from Sharm el-Sheikh to Kyiv. Overall, this was a below average experience. First, I must say that this airline is really chaotic and unorganized. The communication between the company and its passengers relies on tour guides that are not even available all the time. I'm still not sure what time this flight was supposed to arrive. While it did depart on time, it arrived an hour later than what the last document I received said. So I will warn you not to plan too much on this airline being punctual. The onboard experience itself was fine, the crew did their jobs, and the captain kept passengers informed. I appreciate the free water, and the buy onboard service could be improved, but I'm glad that they have it. The seats on the 767 were much better than the one that I flew to Egypt with Azur, but I cannot imagine taking them on Azur Air's 12-hour flights to the Dominican Republic. I personally would try to choose another airline if there were other options that are affordable, but if you're stuck with Azur Air Ukraine, you'll survive and they'll get you from point A to point B. As you've heard, the passengers on Azur are always excited. We've made it to Kyiv. This is already my last video for 2021. I've been so blessed this year and my channel has really been growing, all because of you. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions about the flight or Azur Air, let me know in the comments. I will see you all in 2022. Take care, God bless, and keep flying.
Ladies and gentlemen, our aircraft has just landed at Please prepare to Terminal D. For your safety, you have to remain seated and keep the seatbelt fastened until the aircraft comes to full stop. The fasten seatbelt sign is off and down station to the exit. The local time is 1:35 p.m. Total temperature 8 degrees above zero. Before you leave the aircraft, please check the body pins and seat.